Hi everyone, thank you so much for tuning in on our first edition where we document a story behind your fashion designers. We bring you today Wisani Mkansi of Wisani Clothing. Hi Wisani, could you kindly tell us about your journey and what inspired you to pursue fashion?
Initially did not think I was going to go into fashion as a designer, but rather as a model or a makeup artist behind the scenes, which is something that I've done before until, the story that everybody knows, until I fell in love with a designer. And then he essentially taught me how to make clothes, and I wasn't making clothes to sell, but for myself. But yeah, the demand was there, people loved my stuff, and that's how Wisani Clothing began.
And if we take a first look in your early career, can you describe the first look you've ever designed and what was the inspiration behind it?
The first dress I ever did was inspired by Kylie Jenner, and it was just like a simple black boob tube dress. And I was like, okay, let's try this out. And then I remember a friend of mine and I went to like a local restaurant in Braamfontein, and then we took pictures and then we posted the dress. And yeah, people loved it. It was just like a basic, simple dress that everybody could wear. And yeah, it easily became one of our best sellers.
That's a great story to hear, Wisani. And I'd like to know more really. What are some of your key highlights in your career path and your highlights in your story and your milestones and the things that you've achieved so far?
From the top of my head was a newspaper article, and it was close to my heart because it was a local newspaper back home in Limpopo. So it was like, I'm in Joburg, and people at home can see that I'm doing stuff in Joburg. And they asked me a few questions and they took pictures from my social media. And I think, that one was very like a highlight. And I think seeing some of my favorite people, obviously people you've been seeing on TV, on social media, like singers, seeing them wear my stuff, that also is for me some of the highlights, yeah.
And then I know that you already featured on some of the important magazines back home, and that's a story to tell for somebody who didn't want to be a fashion designer. So tell me, what have been some of the challenges that you've faced as a South African fashion designer in the industry, outside of the industry, and what are the constraints that you faced in running the business?
I think the first thing would be financial constraints, which is something that I quickly overcame, thank God. But I think breaking into the industry, I'd never tried to break into the industry, but for somebody who is trying to break into the industry, I think with South African local designers, that is a challenge, but I've never tried breaking into the industry, and I don't think I've broken into the industry yet because that's sort of like not my angle. I'm not trying to break into anything. Yeah, but in terms of challenges, I haven't had a lot of challenges in terms of the fashion industry itself. It's just maybe the business part of owning a brand. But yeah, in terms of the industry, challenges, I don't know, I haven't.
So you're well ahead of your future, eh? That's great, Wisani. And tell us about your signature style, really. People want to know, what is their specific cut? Is there fabric choice? Does Wisani have a philosophy of a style, considering that you're actually not trying to be part of the industry?
Initially, Wisani Clothing was called Accommodate. So accommodate being the fact that I want to have a clothing brand that can accommodate everybody. And a lot of the time, a focus being plus size people. When somebody says, I want to accommodate everyone, they're just talking about plus size people. But here we were talking about body shape as well. We were talking about height as well. So that's one thing that I'm trying to do. We are trying not to cater to anyone. We are not trying to make anyone feel special. We want everyone to feel the same. So whether you're tall, you're short, you're big, or you're small, or you have a pear-shaped, an hourglass body, whatever type of body you have, we want you to be able to find something. So yeah, the style is timeless, basically, for everyone.
Timeless style.
Yeah, timeless. Yeah.
And some of the clients that come to you to purchase your items, could you kindly give us some of the particular demographics? Is there a type of age? I heard you earlier speaking about a mother and daughter sentiment.
A demographic is a certain type of people or a target market, and that's not what we are trying to do. We are trying to accommodate everyone, hence the mother and daughter situation. So a mother can walk in with a daughter and they can both find anything or perfect for them, whether you are going to work, whether you are going to a party, whether you're going to a traditional wedding, vacation. We want you to just walk into the store and find something for across all occasions. So I don't really have a target market, but we can just say between late teenage, 16, 17, all the way up to 45, 50, all women.
All women.
Yeah.
That's beautiful for somebody who has the vision and encompasses the women that also look up to her. Tell us then, what would be a brand aspiration for Wisani Clothing, and what are you looking forward to achieving in the future? Some of your long-term goals.
Some of my long-term goals would be a huge production area. I think when I think of my brand, that's what I see, which is, you guys will get to see snippets, but something like my current studio, but times 100, like very, very big. And then also in terms of a retail store, that's one of my biggest aspirations. Something as simple as a Zara or something as simple as a Mr. Price, where people can walk in. We spoke about it off camera, but I'm not looking for a small boutique. I'm looking for a big shop where you can shop anything from shorts to skirts to jeans to pants to, like, you know, a household brand, like a Woolies. Like, you can be like, I just want a pair of pants, and you can find them. I just want a traditional dress, and you can find it. So yeah, that's basically one of my aspirations and my goals, to become a household brand.
Beautiful story, and we really hope that everything works well. Now that you're here with us, Wisani, when we collaborated with you, initial conversations were that we are here to uplift local designers like yourself who've done well, and those that seek a platform like ours where we uplift your brand and uplift your business. So tell us more, what does it mean for you to collaborate with a brand like ASR, and especially that seeks to uplift local designers yourself, and how do you see the collaboration aligning to your brand vision?
Well, first of all, I think ASR has given me a voice. I've never been somebody who likes to speak much about the things that I do. Not that I don't think my voice matters, but sometimes I can't find people who want to listen. So I think ASR bridges the gap between somebody who has a dream, a local designer, and people who are sitting and waiting to hear a story. Be it somebody who wants to be motivated to be a designer themselves, or someone who's sitting and waiting to support, like, I want to see local people, I want to see local talent, I want to invest, maybe it's bigger brands or anything like that. So I think the collaboration for me already, being here, being able to speak, being able to tell people about my brand and what I'm trying to do and what I'm trying to achieve, because there is some misconceptions sometimes in terms of if I'm a designer or a local designer, maybe I'm a high-end designer, or maybe I'm trying to have a boutique. And yeah, being given a platform to speak about exactly what I want to do, I think for me, the collaboration will do well. And I think ASR can go and look for more people like me and sit down with them and also give them a platform to show their brand in a bigger light, you know, the lights, the camera, the people. And then, yeah, you get to sort of like not envision the dream, but live in the dream, right? Show your clothes in a better lighting. That's happening now. This is a mood board for me. So you guys have given me an opportunity to be my own mood board.
So Wisani, we're talking about future goals here, and if anything, we'd also like to talk about this season. So we know that we're running a competition this season where we're bringing in fashion halls as an inspiration to market a real-time experience with fashion brands. So what we would like to know, just give us a brief, what are you launching this season? What type of colors and texture? Just brief.
So recently we did a vacation collection, which was the Thailand collection. So basically we were able to capture my outfits from the airport, where there's even a set called the airport set, all the way to the Buddha set, because I went to go see Buddha in the outfit, all the way to a Yona Beach dress, because that's what I wore to Yona Beach. So we're trying to put things into perspective for somebody who's planning something. So if you're looking for an item that you're gonna go to the beach with, the name will actually lead you, or the pictures will lead you that this is something that you can wear to a certain place. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff, a lot of modern traditional stuff, because we are South African, it's Heritage Month, it's weddings coming up, you know. But yeah, we have everything from modern tradition to just modern everyday items.
It's been amazing, Wisani, to hear about your journey and where you want to take the brand going forward. And I'm sure I'm speaking on behalf of some of your customers, the past and the present. And when we say would love to see your process behind the scenes, we would like for you to take us back into your studio and see what we can see from there.
Yeah, you guys should actually come and see what's happening there. I think that would inspire someone, because this is the front part, but I need people, local designers, to see the behind the scenes, to see the mess, to see the process from moving something from paper to cutting the fabric to stitching to everything, so that you can see that it is possible to become a designer, an essay, I guess.